Good morning, sleepyheads from the airport floor. Right now we're in the Denver airport. It's officially day 16 of living in airports. That sounds insane, but no one stole my stuff last night, which is great. Normally when I'm sleeping, I like to block in all my stuff because, you know, I'm sleeping in a public area in airports, but somehow no one stole it last night, baby. There are so many announcements going off this morning that I've been waking up like periodically on and off all morning, just like I do most days. But I feel like after 16 days, I'm kind of used to it. So I finally have an exit plan to start getting out of the airports. Because honestly, guys, I don't know how many more days I could do this. I need an exit plan. I need a grand finale, something that's so dope and makes me feel like it's worthy of finally leaving the airport. So I'm only gonna be living in airports for a few more days. Here's the plan. Tonight, I'm gonna fly to San Francisco airport in approximately 13 hours. Now, the only issue with that is if you've been watching, my sinuses have been acting up like crazy from the amount of flights that I've been on. Like the last flight I was on, my head felt like it was going to explode, which never happens for me. And that shows how many flights I went on this series in the last 16 days. But for the grand finale to be possible, I gotta get the sinuses under control. So yesterday I bought some medicine. This is my medicine drawer inside of my horribly inconvenient luggage. First someone on the plane gave me saline packet rinse and I bought this little bottle to squirt it up my nose. If you saw yesterday's vlog, it was disgusting. It was probably the grossest thing that I've ever done on camera in my entire life. The second thing I bought was some nose spray, which I actually haven't used yet, but I should probably use it this morning. It says intense sinus relief. Next, I'm trying to hydrate like crazy today to make it so that I can fly later. And I also bought more sinus infection pills. So hopefully all those things work out because they have to work out for my plan to work for the grand finale of this series. Now the plan is tonight to fly to San Francisco around 10 p.m. That'll give me like 13 or 14 hours to try to clear out my sinuses and recover. I know that's not a lot of time, but it's all we got. And then after that flight, I will sleep in the San Francisco airport tonight. Tomorrow I'll wake up and it'll be day 17 of this series of living in airports. Holy moly, that sounds so stupid and crazy. And then that's when tomorrow morning, one of my amazing followers and fans emailed me saying that they could get me on a standby flight to Singapore Airport, the greatest airport in the entire world. Like this place is like an amusement park, mall, fun zone. Like I've never been there. I don't know actually that much about it, I'm not gonna lie, but I know that it's amazing and that people say it's like the greatest place on the planet. But I kind of like that I don't know a lot. It'll make it more of a surprise. But the issue is that it is a standby flight. So I'm not guaranteed to get on the plane and I'm definitely not guaranteed any good seat on the plane. I could definitely get the middle seat. And it's a 20-hour plane ride. But will it be worth it for the greatest grand finale in the world? Living in the greatest airport in the world? Hell yes, it'll be. But my sinuses have to clear out before a 20-hour plane ride or that will be absolutely miserable. Which is why I didn't book a flight until 10 p.m. tonight, so I have the entire day to try to recover. Living in this airport right here in Denver, Colorado. All right, let's clean up and get the day started. All right, my stuff's all packed up. All right, so I started leaving this spot and then I realized something. Something I really, really want to do today. It was a little bit of a surprise, but I actually decided that right here is actually the perfect spot to do it in this airport. So there's a few shows that I've always wanted to be on, like TV shows. My top show on the entire planet is The Amazing Race, but the second one is Survivor. And I'm like, if I have to spend all day in this airport today, I just read online that they were casting right now. I'm going to apply right now. Like I'm gonna make my entry video in the airport right now. Because we're here all day today clearing out my sinuses anyway, I might as well, you know, make a Survivor entry video and see if they'll take me. As you guys know, I do a lot of challenges on this channel. 100 miles on rollerblades, 500 miles in toy cars, living in airports. Basically, my entire channel is all about surviving and doing crazy challenges, which I feel like is what Survivor is all about. So I feel like I'm the perfect candidate. Well, I'm gonna make the entry video right now, right here in this spot because it's not crazy loud. I'm gonna have to work between the announcements and hopefully we can make it work. All right, I'm gonna cut to a time lapse of making the video and then we'll pop up on the screen how the video comes out. Let me know if you guys think it's good. This is my entry video to be on the TV show Survivor. Ow, my hair just got ripped out by this luggage. My name is Cassie and my main job in life is doing challenges on the internet. Right now I'm in the airport and I've been living in airports for 15 days. And the past few days I've been doing it with the most inconvenient suitcase you can imagine on the planet. It has no wheels. This is my setup that I carry around the airport every single day. I look like a psychopath. So why do I do challenges on the internet? This is gonna sound insane, but I love doing things that are incredibly difficult. I am the queen of challenges. I started doing this full time about a year ago. One of the challenges that I just completed was I went 500 miles in toy cars with my best friend since kindergarten. Her name is Lauren. It took 2 months of driving in stock toy cars for children. All all the way from the top of Florida, Jacksonville, to Key West, the southernmost point in the whole continental USA. Was it challenging? Hell yeah, but that's what I like about it. One of the top questions I'm always asked is like, what did you do when it rains? And the answer is very simple. Put a cover over the toy car, open up your umbrella, and wait it out for as long as it takes. I've also done a challenge on my channel to go 100 miles on rollerblades and 50 miles on Heelys. A lot of people do call me the queen of challenges, which is why I believe I would be perfect for Survivor. All the Survivor is one gigantic, really hard challenge. A few reasons why I would be great on Survivor. Number one, I've proven that I do not give up. A lot of people ask what was the hardest moment in our toy car challenge. We spent about 20 hours driving these toy cars on the road, and we tried to take a shortcut because we were on a sketchy bike lane, and we saw this shortcut on the map, and we're like, that seems perfect. We take the shortcut, and it turns into just literally a sand trap. So like just me and Lauren in the dirt just trying to lift up these toy cars. To go 1 mile in sand took hours. Then my second big personality trait that would make me amazing on Survivor is that I am very small. I'm only 100 pounds. I'm very mighty for my size. First things first, I can do a full split. Because there's a lot of challenges that when you don't have a huge amount of strength, being flexible gets you through it. But my mental endurance makes me lift way more than you would ever imagine. I've been carrying this around airports, guys. Another thing the contestants and the viewers of the show might think is a little weird, as I just showed you I can do a split, I can't go to bed any night ever without doing a split before I go to bed. I think this started when I was about like 10 years old or something, and I cannot sleep if I don't do it. And the third trait that I think would make me amazing on Survivor is my insanely positive attitude. When things get really rough, honestly, I start to laugh about it. Like if you catch me covered in dirt on the ground trying to lift this trunk, for example, I might just go into a laughing attack, which is also sometimes bad because then I'll just be on the ground laughing. But honestly, if I didn't do that, I don't think I could do what I do for a living. I don't think I'd be worthy of being the queen of challenges. Now, if I get on the show, obviously I'm gonna have to decide how much I want to tell the other contestants about myself. And that's hard because I'm a horrible liar. I would tell the other contestants that I do challenges for a living, but I definitely wouldn't tell them about the hard one. I would want to come off as like the bubbly, fun-loving, like I do easy, fun challenges girl. Like, oh, I just drove into a car with my best friend down the coast. And that's a little bit about me. I really hope that I get to be on Survivor. Fingers crossed I get to meet you guys, and hopefully you'll see Cassie, the queen of challenges, on Survivor. Alright, we're carrying the luggage. It's really hard to vlog at the same time I'm holding this because I have to hold it with one arm, but I'll do it for you guys. I think the Survivor entry video went really, really well. Gosh, I hope they pick me. I'm the queen of challenges. How could they not pick me? Right now, we're actually about to leave security. So all day and all yesterday, I've been trying to figure out this huge dilemma. As you guys know, I want the grand finale of this challenge to be in the Singapore airport. Issue is I really don't want to bring this thing with no wheels. One of my amazing followers, Italia, reached out over and said she lives like 10 minutes from this airport, and she had a solution to my problem, and I love her so much for it. I'm going to meet her right now after security. She's coming to the airport as we speak, and she's bringing me a different suitcase that she's not using right now, and I'm gonna borrow it, and she's gonna take this chest luggage from me so that I don't have to carry this through the greatest airport in the world, because that might ruin the experience a little bit. That airport is massive, and it would really suck to carry this thing around. So she's honestly saving my butt right now, bringing me a normal luggage with wheels. I don't remember what having wheels is like. She's also the same one, her and her husband, who are helping me out and got me on that standby flight tomorrow to Singapore. We don't know if we're gonna get on it yet, but tonight we're gonna fly to San Francisco, and then in the morning, we'll wake up, say a little prayer, and hopefully get on the flight to Singapore. That being said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my sinuses, they still hurt. Gotta keep hydrating. I am in so much pain. This has been such a long walk to get past security through. This is the biggest airport in the entire USA, guys. So my arms feel it from walking with this thing. But I believe I'm meeting her right down this escalator, right over there in this grassy area. Guys, look who it is! Do you say her name Italia? Is that right? Italia! Oh my god, look at that suitcase, it has wheels! Alright, so I just gotta move my stuff now from this steamer trunk into the new suitcase. Alright guys, so this is way bigger than the other suitcase. Like, check this out. All of this space is open now. Like, it shows how small this thing was. This side is kind of full, but honestly I could still fit a lot more. Like, the pillow is taking up all this space, which is super squishable. So maybe I'll be able to get a souvenir in Singapore? That would be kind of cool. Alright, so this is leaving inside of the stroller. The suitcase of nightmares. And now this is our new setup. Goodbye, thank you so much. Absolute lifesaver. Guys, we have real luggage now. So I I just tried to get into the lounge because I'm starving and I'm debating on also taking a shower tonight. I need to look up if there's showers like later on this trip or if I should probably just grab a shower now while I have one. I think that might be the move. I don't think there's gonna be one in San Francisco, but I'll check. And if not, in Singapore, I don't know about showers. I don't know if I wanna wait till I'm in the other country to shower. But right now they have a 30-minute wait for the lounge. So I'm gonna sit here and continue watching the sun go down. The sunset's kind of already happened, but it's still really pretty out here. So we're gonna check it out. All right, the lounge is ready for me. The luxury of these wheels right now. I can't. I'm in love. I'm in love. Guys, we're back at the lounge. All right, we made it, guys. First things first, food. All right, got the food. So we are leaving the lounge. I'm on live right now on YouTube and TikTok if you're there. I love you guys. You guys have been amazing and so supportive. I'm in what's called a work room inside the lounge. It's basically a very, very tiny room. You get to hang out and you have to reserve it. Usually you only get it for an hour, but they have not bothered me. I've been in here for an hour and a half. The lounge closes in 1 minute, so we have to leave right now. I'm gonna stay on the lives. I'm bringing them with me. The flight is delayed by like, I don't even know how long, probably like 4 hours at this point. So it's gonna be a while before we get on a plane, but I don't care. I'm bringing you guys with me. Let you guys know the update. I ate dinner in the lounge. It was great. I had some drinks. I wish I had more for dinner. I should have definitely ate more food before I left this lounge, but I got distracted on the live, so it's fine. Let's go. All right, it's a little bit hard to film because I've been live on YouTube and TikTok on 2 phones this whole time. But we are about to leave the lounge for the night. We're being kicked out because it's 9 p.m. and that's when the lounge closes. But the flight is delayed a few hours, so we'll be live for a hot minute. They have a little to-go section of food over there. I'm gonna go grab some food for the morning that I'm gonna probably eat in San Francisco. I cannot wait. That's where I'm flying tomorrow. And we keep hanging out on the live longer. So if you're on the live right now, I love you guys and thank you for being so supportive. YouTube and TikTok live at the same time. Hello? I'm out of breath. They keep calling the gate. We're gonna make it, I hope, but they keep calling gate A77. We're so far from that, but we're running a lot. Guys, I barely made this flight. On TikTok, I just ran through the airport. Barely made the flight to A77. That was my fault because I got caught up hanging out. We're boarding, baby. Holy moly, I made it to this flight. Guys, you have no idea. I was on TikTok. I got caught up in the lounge. I was having so much fun. I almost missed this flight. And then I heard over loudspeakers, they're like, San Francisco, last call. And I just started booking it. Well, thank God we get to go outside first. I need a breath of fresh air. Holy moly, we made it. Holy crap. I'm sweating, but we made it on the plane. Just barely, baby. We're right before takeoff, like they were about to close the doors. We're on our way to San Francisco and then on the way to Singapore in the morning, assuming the standby flight goes well. Yes. And it's completely dark outside. So our reality, it's dark out.
On behalf of the crew and freighter, we'd like to give the first to welcome you to San Francisco. The local time is 12:46 a.m.
Everyone's deboarding. I can barely keep my eyes open, so first things first, we gotta go find a spot to sleep and make it there without like falling asleep on the ground. Alright guys, all the escalators are broken, so this is what we got. Shoot. Luckily we're used to this after carrying the trunk luggage. We were just in the airport like 2 or 3 days ago, I think we were here. I don't know, I'm losing track of airports. I slept on the plane like a baby. I am so tired. We're going straight to the bathroom. We're getting ready for bed. We're going downstairs and we're gonna sleep in the same spot that I slept last time. I wouldn't say I slept great last time. It wasn't the worst sleep of my life. So we're going to the same spot because I don't have time to look around this airport and find a spot to sleep. I'm about to fall forward and just collapse. So beggars can't be choosers. We're going to the bathroom. We're finding a spot to sleep. Nighttime routine, baby. All right, we are done at the bathroom. Night routine is done. We gotta find a spot to sleep. It's so crazy. It feels like deja vu being back at the same airport. Like, I was here like 2 days ago. That's so crazy. Doing laundry. For anyone who saw that vlog, I think I see the same spot we slept the other day, though. We're gonna sleep in the same spot. But I gotta be quiet. I think someone else is sleeping around there. There it is. That's the spot. I'm gonna go over this. This is where I slept. We're gonna sit up on this couch to get ready for bed in the same spot we did like 2 days ago, which is absolutely crazy. all set up for bed. Guys, my shoulders hurt from the chest luggage so much. I'm like trying to massage them. Like, it feels so much strain from carrying that so much today. I'm so happy that we swapped to the wheeled luggage before we went to Singapore. All right, there's someone over there trying to get some sleep, so I don't want to talk too loud near the bed, so I'm gonna walk over here to say goodnight to you guys. All right, so here's the deal. Tomorrow, we have a standby flight. It just says standby on the boarding ticket. I have no seat on the plane. It's not guaranteed I'll get on the plane. It's not guaranteed anything's gonna happen with that flight, but let's hope it does. The flight boards at, all right, so right now it's 2 a.m. The flight boards at 10:15 in the morning, but in the morning I really want to shower before I go overseas, and the lounge here does have a shower available. At least it says that online. I could get there and I could be totally wrong, and they could tell me they don't. But the plan is to wake up in the morning, get to the shower. I'm also a celiac, so I don't know if they'll serve anything on the plane in the 20 hours that I can actually eat. I didn't put into the actual plane ticket that I have celiac, so I do need to buy food at this airport and pack it with me on the plane to make sure that I don't starve to death. So the main goals for the morning is shower, eat, bring food for the plane. Hopefully all those things can happen and that we have a really, really smooth ride tomorrow. I've never seen the lounge in this airport, but I'm excited to get breakfast in it. And I think I want to be up by approximately 5 a.m., maybe 6 a.m. latest. So we have about 3 to 4 hours of sleep, but that's perfect because we don't want to sleep too much tonight because we have a 20-hour flight up ahead of us where I would love to sleep on the plane. I just really, really hope I don't get a middle seat or an aisle seat. Middle seat would be worst case scenario. Aisle would be a little bit better, but still bad. Window. I need the window seat, guys. I'll literally pay extra for it. But as of now, I'm just lucky if I get on the plane, so I'll update you guys tomorrow where we'll find out how standby works. My first time ever riding standby, so fingers crossed. And tomorrow I think is day 17 of living in airports, baby, and hopefully we'll be on our way to the greatest airport in the world. In case anyone's wondering, here's the flight path for the entire trip so far. Enjoy!